Давайте. Альфа Д. Все, отрыв.
Operators of Ukraine's Special Operations Forces spotted a Russian infantry group during a recon mission behind Russian lines and engaged them. 8 of them were eliminated. While conducting special reconnaissance beyond the front line, Ukrainian special forces detected the movement of an enemy assault unit. The group's commander assessed the situation and ordered a tactical maneuver. Having moved into a more advantageous position, the Ukrainian team opened fire, catching the Russian troops by surprise. A short but intense firefight followed, resulting in the destruction of the entire enemy group. After securing the area and searching the bodies, the SOF unit, which sustained no casualties, resumed its reconnaissance mission in the operational zone. On May 8th, Ukrainian Special Operations Forces also reported having captured 6 Russian soldiers during a raid behind enemy lines. In camouflage suits, the SOF operator silently approached the enemy position, the SOF command said in a statement. During a brief exchange of fire, the Russian troops became disoriented and retreated into a dugout. They had no idea they had already lost. Maintaining the initiative, the Ukrainian Special Forces advanced to the shelter and ordered the Russians to drop their weapons and exit one by one. SOF said it had made clear to the enemy troops that the dugout was under full fire control and that further resistance would be futile. I don't know whether to show it or not. While some heroes were riding wooden tanks on Red Square, this Russian soldier was hesitating over whether to show 10 corpses in body bags.
Hello everyone, May 9th. I'm in my forest, everything is good. The evacuation is in full swing. I can't show. I'm currently here with the casualties. Well damn, I don't know. To show or not to show? So TikTok won't allow this video. But there are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people who are casualties. Damn, I don't know. To show or not to show? There. Oh, showed it? I don't know. If TikTok denies it, then it's not meant to be.
The Defense Intelligence of Ukraine is using long-range anti-aircraft missiles from the S-200 SAM system to strike Russian invaders. The press service of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine released a video of the equipment on Tuesday, May 13th. In the exclusive footage, which is published for the first time, the preparation of the missiles for launch is shown, loading onto the launch system and fueling with liquid rocket fuel. Then, the actual missile launches are captured. The S-200 surface-to-air missile system is primarily designed for shooting down airborne targets at long distances. Meanwhile, according to this official video and statements from the Russians, the armed forces of Ukraine have adapted these systems for strikes on ground targets. As of 2024, footage of the use of the S-200 system with the 5 V-28 missile has been released online. These systems, which were part of Ukraine's air defense after the collapse of the USSR, were recognized as outdated by the Ministry of Defense in 2013, and a decision was made to retire them from active service with plans for their disposal. Despite official assessments, this decision is considered biased, as it was made by Pavlo Lebedev, the then Minister of Defense, who was later accused of treason. Earlier, it was suggested that Poland could have been a potential donor of the systems. During last year's Defense 24 Days conference, a representative from the country's Armed Forces Command stated that the 3rd Warsaw Air Defense Missile Brigade no longer has these systems in service. However, it cannot be ruled out that the decommissioned Ukrainian systems could be restored. The Russians have repeatedly claimed that Ukraine is striking them with refurbished S-200 anti-aircraft missiles. In the version for strikes on ground targets, the 5 B-28 anti-aircraft missiles, which are 10.8 meters long and weigh 7.1 tons, with a fragmentation warhead weighing 220 kilograms, essentially perform the functions of ballistic missiles. In particular, such reports were made in the summer of 2023. For example, on August 19th, the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation announced a nighttime attack with such a missile in 2023 on the territory of temporarily occupied Crimea. However, the Ukrainian military did not comment on this information. The range of these missiles can exceed 300 kilometers. Such are the realities of Russia. People who invaded the territory of another sovereign state are being held up as examples of bravery and courage for a new generation of Russians.
Можно я ему про награду? Читайте все написано. Это отвага, это смелость, понял? А это 3 ордена мужества. Это за поступок, где проявил человек мужество. Понял? И он его проявил трижды. Его отметило командование России. Понятно? Вот таким надо человеком расти. Таким надо быть смелым и отважным. Понял?
The Russian military has been shifting troops to major flashpoints on the Ukrainian front, a move that likely signals preparations for another large-scale offensive, the Financial Times reported on May 13th, citing Ukrainian intelligence sources. Despite Russian dictator Vladimir Putin inviting Kyiv to direct peace negotiations in Istanbul on May 15th, invading troops in eastern Ukraine are busy massing for another push to seize the entirety of Donetsk Oblast, a key objective that has remained out Kremlin's reach since 2022. Ukrainian intelligence officials told the Financial Times that Russia appears to be gearing up for a larger offensive, moving forces to key hotspots on the battlefield rather than signaling its readiness for peace talks, the FT report said. The Ukrainian OSINT, open-source intelligence project Deep State, said Russian troops captured more territory this week in eastern Donetsk Oblast, particularly around the towns of Pokrovsk and Toretsk. Deep State noted that Russian forces advanced within Toretsk itself, as well as near the villages of Romanivka and Novo-Alexandrivka on the outskirts of Pokrovsk. The Ukrainian General Staff said 133 engagements occurred along the front on May 12th, with more than one-third taking place in the Pokrovsk area. On April 30th, Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky said Russia had significantly intensified combat operations. He noted that Russian efforts were concentrated on the Pokrovsk direction as they attempt to reach the administrative border of Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. On May 2nd, Deep State analysts reported that the Russian army captured the village of Tarasivka in the Pokrovsk sector. Syrsky said on May 6th that Ukrainian defense forces had managed to stabilize the situation in the Pokrovsk area and, in some sectors, regain the tactical initiative.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.